everyone. Once again, welcome to Geography Revision class. In this class, we are going to revise the chapter number 2 and we are going to see the question answers of this chapter. Next, chapter number 2, Physical Features of India. In this revision point, today is 22nd January 2021. We are going to revise the physical features of India. In our chapter Physical Features of India, we had seen the 6 physiographic division of India. We had seen Great Himalayan Mountain, Northern Plain, Peninsular Plateau, Thar Desert, Islands, Western Coastal Plains, Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, Islands, and so on. Moving further to see the physiographic features and their question answers. Sorry for that. First, choose the correct answer from the 4 alternatives. Every time in the examination, the question for 1 marks, we are having 1 question and their 4 correct answers. How to solve that? That's a very big point. If you are knowing the correct answer, directly you can go to the correct answer and write it. But if you are not knowing to what's the another alternative to get the correct answer. Next, the question is speaking a landmass bounded by sea on the 3 sides. If we are speaking this, so first we have to see the options which are given below. A land bounded by sea on 3 sides is referred to as, so coast cannot be there, on one side it is there, islands, all the side the sea is there around it, so only the peninsula is remaining, and D is the none of the another. So the correct answer will be C, peninsula. Let's check out peninsula. Moving to the question number 2. Mountain range in the eastern part of India forming its boundary with Myanmar are collectively called. So the mountain range collectively forming which? First, we will see the option Himachal, Uttarakhand, Purvanchal, and none of them. So Himachal and Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is a state. Himachal is the second Himalaya range. And this Purvanchal is the correct answer. So how we are placing Purvanchal? So Purv means to be in the name of the direction. That means Purv means east direction. So eastern part of the India forming its boundary with the Myanmar are collective. So the Purvanchal is the correct answer. How to get the correct answer? So this is the one option if you are not knowing the correct answer, but you should know the theoretical part of that particular point. So answer C, Purvanchal is the correct one. Moving to the 3rd question. The western coastal strip south of Goa is referred to as. So every time the children are doing the mistakes. First, we will see the option Coromandel, Konkan, Kannad, and Northern Sikar. First, Coromandel and Northern Sikar will not come because they are on the eastern coastal strip. So the 2 options are remaining now here, Konkan and Kannad. As south of Goa, so Konkan is in north, so the Kannad is the correct answer. So how we are getting the correct answer, and the answer is finally be the up to the mark. Next, answer C, Kannad is the correct answer. Next, 4th, the highest peak in Eastern Ghat. First we are seeing Annaimudi, Kanchenjunga, Khasi, and Mahendragiri. So A and C, the 2 are the highest peak in the Ghats. One is on the western Ghat, one is on the eastern Ghat. Kanchenjunga will not come and Khasi will not come. They are in the Himalayas. First, Kanchenjunga in Himalaya and Khasi is the light side, Purvanchal. Annai Mudi is in western part. So the correct answer will be Mahendragiri. Okay, so Mahendragiri is the correct answer. So dear cadet, how to choose the correct answer from the given alternative I had stated to you just now. Now, if you are already knowing the highest mountain peak in the Eastern Ghat, if you are already knowing Mahendragiri, no need to see any option. Directly click your Mahendragiri, you will get the correct answer. Just in the third one, if you are directly knowing which is the correct one, directly write the answer. Next, in the mountain range, Purvanchal, Purvanchal is the correct one, you can write the correct one. Next, here a land bounded by a sea on the three sides, already you are knowing Peninsula is the correct one, no need to go. But if by chance, if you are not knowing the correct answer, at that time use this method. So, removing the alternative which are not matching to them, and after the 2-1, which one is the correct one, how you can choose it, I stated you here. Moving to discuss the question answers. First, answer the following briefly. If the answer to the following briefly is there, first one is, what is Bhabar? In our northern plain, we already seen what is Bhabar. So, the Bhabar is the narrow belt of the plain which is covered with the pebbles and lying although the foothills of the Shivalik from the Indus to the Tista river. So what is Bhabar? It's clear to you all. Use the reference answer and make your own answer. Moving to the next question. Name the three major divisions of Himalaya from north to south. So here the question is asking to you the three parallel Himalaya ranges, which are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. In our revision class, in a short note gifted form, already I explained you the three major divisions of Himalayas and how the question will appear also as stated. So here we are seeing the question and its correct answer. So the Great or Inner Himalaya or Himadri, you can use any name, whether the Great Himalaya, the Inner Himalaya or Himadri. The Middle Himalaya or Himachal, any, or Outer Himalaya or Shivalik. At the time of writing answer, whichever you are remembering, you can write it. Moving to the next question. Which plateau lies between Aravali and Vindhyan's range? So your job is to see the map number of physical features of India given on page number 10. By seeing the map, you can clearly understand which plateau is there. So, Malwa plateau lies between the Aravali and Vindhyan's range. Name the islands group of India having the coral origin. In our 6th standard only, I only taught you about the Lakshadweep Islands is the coral island. So the correct answer is the Lakshadweep Islands. Moving further, here is the differentiation between Khadar and Bhangar. So the question for will differentiate between Khadar and Bhangar or distinguish between Khadar and Bhangar. So the differences of Khadar and Bhangar is here. In this way only you have to write the answer. This is the only reference answer. You can write this answer in your own ways. First, Bhangar and Khadar. Both are the alluvial soil. Only one is old and one is new. So Bhangar, that is the old, and Khadar, that's a new one. So where is Bhangar? Lies above the floodplain of the river. Khadar is a new and a younger deposit of flood. Bhangar present a terrace-like feature. Khadar contains the calcareous deposits locally called concord. Bhangar is less fertile, Khadar is more fertile. So these are the distinguished points between Khadar and Bhangar. Generally the cadets are every time writing the Khadar part for the Bhangar one and Bhangar part for the Khadar one. Don't do that. Bhangar means the old alluvium and Khadar means the new and younger deposit of the flood plain renewed every year. So here we are seeing the differences between the Khadar and Bhangar as the differences for the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat we will see. The distinguish between Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Please see it. This is only the reference answer. In my regular class, this particular point I had deeply explained to you. Please go for that revision point also and see it. Here we are seeing the Western Ghat, that are the continuous range. Eastern Ghat, they are not continuous range. So continuous and discontinuous. Then where they are locating? So Western Ghat at the western of the Deccan Plateau, Eastern Ghat at the eastern part of the Deccan Plateau. Right? In that you have to write the highest mountain peak in the Western Ghat is Mahendragiri or Annaimudi. So Mahendragiri will go for Eastern Ghat, Annaimudi will go for Western Ghat. Okay? No need to write up all this point. This is only the reference answer I am placing it for. How you have to write? First, location. After that, it's continuous, it discontinue. Third point, the highest mountain peak, Annaimudi for Western Ghat, Mahendragiri for Eastern Ghat. Next, which are the major physiographic division of India? Contrast the relief of the Himalayan region with that of the Peninsular Plateau. In this question, the two questions are asked. First, we have to mention the physiographic division of India. So we are having the 6 physiographic division of India. After that, there should be a comparison or a differentiate between the Himalaya region and Peninsular Plateau. Okay? So let's check out first the physiographic feature. The 6 physiographic features are the major physiographic division of India, the Himalaya mountain, northern plain, Peninsular Plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plain, and the last one is the islands, which are Andaman and Nicobar. Next, we will see the contrast or the comparison between the Peninsular Plateau and the Himalaya region. Young fold mountain made up of from the uplift of the starter formed by the sedimentary rocks. What about Peninsular Plateau, created from igneous and metamorphic rocks after the splitting of the Gondwana Lake? Here we are already knowing about the volcanic eruption, how the Peninsular Plateau is formed. Consists of the lofty mountain and deep valleys, and consists of the broad and shallow valley and rounded hills. The range have I-shaped and U-shaped valley. It has hosted rift, valley and trough. Then the perennial river or non-perennial river for Peninsular. So by this you can have a contrast or a comparison between Himalaya region and Peninsular Plateau. Next, give an account of northern plain of India. It's a big question. Whatever the point I explained in my explanatory class of the revision, you have to write the answer like this. In that already I told you this question can appear in the examination for 5 marks. Give an account of northern plain of India. Don't write the answer like this. You have to take the references and write in the point wise. Like this. I am just reading for you. The northern plain have been formed from the alluvium. That is the depositional work by the rivers which are coming from the Himalayan mountain. In that, we are speaking the northern plain as an Indo-Gangetic plain also. So no need to write all this about Indus River, Valley civilization and all. This is only for the reference purpose I have placed here. The rich soil was further added by the favorable climate and constant water supply from the river. Between the mouth of the Indus and Ganga Brahmaputra, the northern plain cover a distance. So only mention the distance, that's 3,200 kilometer and so on. Whatever the data which is given in the textbook, only write that. This is the reference answer I had taken from the net. No need to write that. Get the data clarified from the textbook and write that only. The northern Indian plain have the Indus river system and Ganga Brahmaputra river system in the east. And what are the rivers are there? It's mentioned here. Next, at the last point I want to tell you about that. The Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar you have to mention in proper and detailed manner when you are giving the account of the northern plain of India. Next, write short note on the following. In this PT3 also I asked this question, write a short note on or write the features of the Great Indian Desert or Thar Desert. So how to write the point? The first point, the Great India Desert is also called as Thar Desert. First point, you have to mention about the high temperature, less rainfall, the largest river is Luni and the vegetation of that, and you will get the 3 marks or 5 marks for that. Okay, first the location where it is, then vegetation, then the climate and rainfall, and after that one river Luni and so on. Next, the Central Highlands. The part of Peninsular Plateau lying to the north of Narmada river covering a major area of the Malwa Plateau is called as the Central Highland. When you are going to see the map which is present on page number 10 in our geography textbook, you will clearly understand about the Malwa Plateau, Buldelkhand, Baghelkhand, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Central Highlands, Deccan Plateau. Okay, please refer it, and after that you are going to write the correct answer. When we are talking about the Central Highlands, you have to talk about the location of that, where it is. Just like it is stated here, the Vindhyan range is bounded by the Central Highlands on the south of the Aravali range on the northwest. Like that you have to write the answer. Next, the island group of India. We are knowing about, we are having the 2 island groups. India has main 2 islands group, namely Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. Lakshadweep, right? Many small islands located opposite the Kerala coast in the Arabian Sea. The island of the groups are formed by the coral deposit called Astor. Malayalam, which refer to their ring and horse-so shape. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands. On the other hand, that means in Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep is there, in Bay of Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar there. And in Andaman and Nicobar also we are having the more than 200 islands in Andaman Nicobar small island and 19 islands in the Nicobar group. So finally we concluded this revision point for question answers or of the chapter number physical features of India. If you are still having any doubt and difficulty, please let me know that, and in the upcoming presentation we are going to take the point of map work, which is very, very important. Till then, be safe and secure at your home. Jai Hind to each and every.